Okay, so in the last session, we have seen how to prepare a post request and post it. Unfortunately, we were unable to finish it off, and today we are going to do that. So, what was the issue we are seeing? So, this is the post method, which is taking a patient information uh, as a input parameter, and this is my postman, and this payload I got it from the uh, Swagger, but it's unfortunately not. Uh, oh, is it hitting? Oh, it's hitting the constructor, but it's not hitting. So here it's returning 400 bad request. So when you are working with API, so these are called API return status. So remember, there are few API return codes, error codes, or status codes. So we should remember, because when you are working in a API, you will deal with this error codes. So if you take this get method, when you execute this, it was successfully executed. Though it didn't return any data, empty data, the status code is 200 OK. So when the status code is 200, that means the call was successful. So you can see the error list here. This is very important as part of your interview as well as your API development. So API error codes. So 404 not found, 401 unauthorized, 403 forbidden, 400 bad request. That's what we are seeing. 429 too many requests. 500 it's a generic error message. 502 bad gateway. 503 service unavailable. So these are the error codes. Okay. So again in the 200 we have different. 200 means it's a generic error success code. 201 created, 202 accepted, 203 non-authoritative information, 204 no content. So these are all the error codes which will return by the API. So you just keep an eye on this and try to remember them. You will deal with these error codes when you are working with API. Okay, so then come back to our issue. So when you say it's bad request, then something an issue with your payload. There is an issue with your input parameter or the payload you are defining. Okay, so we created this payload from the Swagger, but now we are going to do it from here. So this is the payment information service. So this is the payment information, right? So it is taking an ID and it is taking name. So I gave the name. So then date of birth. I gave the date of birth. Okay, it's taking address ID also. So here we will give the address ID is 1 or 0, just to check whether it is hitting or not. Medical notes we gave, mobile number we gave, email address we gave. Okay, so this address parameter also we gave. So let's see what uh, cut this and put it in a notepad for future reference. Now just try to hit it. Remove the breakpoint from the constructor. Yeah, still it's a bad request. Okay, so let's see. Put this back. So when you are creating a new patient, you are not going to send this ID, and you are not going to send this ID, right? And you are not going to send the address. Address we are going to send. So how can we do this? So there is a property called ignore parameter or exclude, something like that. Attribute usage exclude from code coverage, ignore data member. Just use this. And also yeah, address. So run this. So when you are working with post parameter, okay, still the bad request. You can see the city field is required. Okay, where is the city? Okay, city ID. So go to your address. Okay, again city field is required. So you can say ignore data member. Stop it and run it. Okay, so yeah, the swagger was successful. The city field is required. Address dot city. We said ignore member, but still it is. And it's a null member. Where else we have city? Do we have anything city here? No. So city ID we have. So the city field is required. So just do a simple check. How to ignore entity data member entity field in API call. Entity framework. Ignore properties in the data model. Okay, so here, so absolute. Oh, it's a not mapped, I think. Yeah, not mapped attribute. Yes, it's not ignore. It's not mapped. it's not mapped. Yeah, I used it, but I forgot. It's not mapped. That we need to check what is ignored. But in our context, it's not. Can you can you hear me now? Yeah. So the ignored, I don't know. We have to see what that is. But not mapped means it will not check for the value. So still it is giving. Where else we have patient information collection. So you can see the documentation. When applied to the member of type, specifies that the member is not part of the data contract and it is not serialized. So ignore means it is not going to consider and serialize your property. Not map means it's not going to check when you are sending the data. Okay, so city ID, address ID we are sending address. So new city. Yeah, the city field is required. And do we need this city field from here in the address? Just remove this one. And it's saying, okay, make this nullable, but it's not a nullable. So basically, this is going to establish a relationship, but is there any issue with the relationship? Say I collection city. So in the address ID, we are going to map the city ID as a foreign key, and this is going to specify the relationship. Just comment out this. Address does not contain. Okay, so here. Oh, okay, okay. So go back here. Sometimes the entity framework rules might not be in our favor. So here city with p address as foreign key on delete. Okay, so this is referring your foreign key reference. Uh, but what else? So check this. So this is the address table. Table name is address. So house number property 50. Remarks street zip code. Okay. Entity has one d dot city id. Is it city id or city id? No. With p address has foreign key. Just comment out this. What will happen? We see. So this is understanding your entity framework references and all. Sometimes the references may be not according to our need. Okay, still the city field is required. Come here and remove this city field. Okay, so now this is coming here. Okay, let's see whether it will insert into database or not. Is it throwing an error? Oh, it's successful. Let's see whether it's inserted a value into patient information or not. Oh, yeah, it successfully inserted a value. Check other uh, address field, address table also. Yeah, okay. Even it mapped city ID. Okay, but we made some changes to our entity framework um, because of the, and you can see the 200. Okay. You're able to hear properly, right? Okay. So we made changes to the entity framework, but there is another way we can do that. So now we are going to introduce the view models. Okay. Remove this and even remove this, uncomment this. So the model is this one. This is purely representing your table. So this, not this address model, this patient information model, it is purely generated from the data table from the SQL server. So that's why you are seeing this virtual. So this is nothing but the referential integrity information. Okay, and if you go here, if you go to this address, so this has referential integrity of the city, and here it is null. I think we can remove this null, that should work fine. Okay, but here we are using the same. So always remember your database table is different. It will have lot of information, like it will have the referential integrity, it will have the primary foreign key references, it has lot of other stuff. And when you are using the same with your API, so there might be some issue. So in this case, what I'm doing, I'm going to use the, in the data, I'm going to create a new folder called view model, view model, and here I'm going to define the view model for patient information. Patient information view model. So this is pure C sharp class. Okay, this is pure C sharp class. So this will simplify. So get this information from here. So we are not going to use ID. We may use ID also, but as of now, since we are creating a new, uh, so address ID, as of now, we are not going to use it. Okay. So media nodes, mobile number, address, and this address view model. So I'm going to create a new view model, address view model. So for this, copy the address from here. So address view model, so make this public. So ID we are not going to use as of now. So house number, street, city ID we are going to use, zip code is communication address, remarks. So these two we are not going to use it here. So now, yeah, so in your API, insurance, where is my API or the service? So in the business service, okay, so this one I think we can use only from here and patient information, and this is going to use it in the service also. Okay, so remove these. So create one more project and name it as domains. So class library, which class library we are going to use it. So this is class library project. So patient information domain. Yeah, patient information domain, and create a folder called view model here. View models, and add items, existing items from, where did we add them? Into the data view models. Yeah, so in the data, remove this view models folder itself. Okay, so change this parent patient models not required. So this is patient patient information domain. Yeah, so namespaces are very important because they will decide the access of the particular class. So where we have to use this, we have to use this here, using patient. Okay, I'm unable to access this domain here. So what I have to do, right click, add project reference, and I'm also in the services. Where are our services? In the business. Right click, add project reference. Yeah, so now you can use patient domain dot view models. So now this will take patient information view model. So patient information view model, I'll come to that service later. So here in the patient information, again you have to do the same, using patient domain dot view model. So these view models are pure C# classes. Okay, patient information domain, patient information view model. This is also patient information view model. So this service is going to use patient information domain. So create patient information service. No, not service. Patient information uh, patient information view model. Yes. Okay, so here you are going to convert that patient information view model into your uh, patient information view model. Okay. So here you are going to convert that patient information view model into the patient information model. So first fix this one. So here you are going to simply return. So return. So now you are going to write your entity framework uh, link query. So from, let's do this, where patient informations equal to from p in insurance management dot patient informations. So you are going to write a query now. Information, select new patient information view model. So this entire thing you are going to convert into to list asynchronously, and you are going to return the same. Return await. Yeah. So here what you're going to do, this patient information is taking what values? Name equal to p dot name, DOB equal to p dot DOB, email address equal to p dot email address, medical notes equal to medical notes, mobile number equal to mobile number, address. So this one address, do we have address here in the patient information? Yes, we have address. So how to convert this? New address equal to p dot address. Yeah, new address. Okay, so new address so what is this saying? So address, this is referring, is this address or address view model? Sorry, it's address view model, right? Yeah, this is address view model. Yeah, but address equal to, okay, what we are trying to do, we are trying to convert into a view model. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the problem. This is not address view model. This is address view model. Yeah, that's why you are seeing an issue. Okay. So here what we are trying to do, it's not an address, it's an address view model. Build that. If you build, then only it will be, the changes will be reflected. So patient domain rebuild. Then come back here. Okay. So why it is still showing patient information view model? Okay, so address, now the address view model. So this is conflicting with the address. Just make it address small. Yeah, yeah, address equal to p dot address. Yeah, this is simplified. Cannot convert. Okay, so if it is not, if you are unable to convert it, so then you can do, because both are different values, so new address view model equal to invalid initializer member address equal to ctid equal to p dot, yeah, this is the house number equal to is communication address equal to remarks equal to p dot address dot remarks, street equal to p dot address dot street, zip code equal to, yeah. So here what we are trying to do, so this db context patient informations, it's going to return the patient information model. So this is the model from the database, and our API or our services, they are using this view model. So here the every table or the every data item record, whatever we are getting it from the database, we are converting into our view model. So here new patient information view model, every property we are converting here. So the name is nothing, the name is the property of the view model. We are assigning name from the database table, date of birth also from view model, and this right side will be from the database. So left side will be from the uh, object, right side will be from the database tables. And here address, because again address is an object, so that's why we are doing. So the same thing we have to do when we are creating also. So here patient information view model. Okay, so here this insurance patient information, it will accept a database object. So where patient information equal to new patient information. So this patient information is to the database model, right? So this is a reverse engineering. So address equal to, so patient information, so both are patient information model. We'll say it's a model, and we will say this as a view model. So the confusion will be avoided. So patient information. Okay, the address we need to create, initialize an address. Just go with the DOB equal to patient information DOB, email address, patient information email address, medical notes, patient information medical notes. So the mobile number, patient information mobile number. So the name equal to patient information name. So then what else we have? So address ID we are not going to send, but here you are going to create a new address. So whatever we have done in the um, below when you are returning, so it's a reverse engineering. So here what we have done, we created a new object address, right? So this is address equal to, so here also, yeah, address equal to city ID equal to patient information view model dot address dot city ID. So house number patient information view model dot address dot house number. So city, we are going to ignore that, and let's see what will happen. ID also we are not going to pass. Is communication address patient information view model dot address dot is communication address. So remarks, so patient information view model dot address dot remarks street patient information view model dot address dot street. So zip code equal to patient information view model dot address dot zip code. Okay, so again I'm summarizing. So here from the database, so this is database. So if you see, this was returning a list of patient informations from the database model. So now this method is returning a list of patient information view models. Your patient information view model is different, your patient information model is different. Model is from the database and view model is your custom object. So okay, can you hear me now? Yeah. So this is returning a object from the database. So now that object I need to convert it into this return type, because this should return list of patient view models. So here select, and I am converting. So each and every object I am assigning, and here this is an address object. So I am converting that into address object. So here I am doing the reverse engineering. From API, I am getting a patient view model. I cannot pass it to the database directly. So here I am creating a patient information, which is database model, and I am assigning the values. And finally, insurance management dot. So I'm going to, okay, this should come here. Yeah. Okay, let's see whether it's working or not. If it works, then we are good. Okay, so there are some build errors. Okay, keep this patient information view. We are not, it came. Is this post, right? Okay, so here patient information view model. Yeah, first we'll check the get method. Okay, so there is some exception. We'll try to fix it. Okay, there is some more. Okay, so first we will fix it for the get so that it will be easy. Okay, so it's coming here. Okay, so new block data. What is that block data? Entity framework does not support member binding. Mhm. Can we find some useful information? Okay, so get patient information. It's coming here. So you say new new address view model. Okay, so what it's complaining about? Invalid initialized member show potential address. So this was correct actually. Address. Remove this. So this is correct. So what we are trying to do here, from P in insurance context dot patient information. Okay, so select patient information view model where condition is not required. So we are converting everything. So are we missing any parameters here? Did we assign everything or did we miss anything? So name we have, date of birth we have, medical notes, mobile number, and oh, why this is virtual? So this should be public. This should not be virtual here. I think we copied it from there, so that's why. Yeah, this should not be virtual. Yeah, I think that is the issue. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Okay. Just copy this. DB context. This is concentrating on patient information. Member, but I did not even say it's a patient information. Why it is fetching data for the patient information? Entity framework core does not support. Just use this one in your search. So there is no accepted error answer here. Okay, I'll check this one uh, and I'll fix it and I'll show it in the next session. But you guys can follow the instructions and complete till this year. And you guys have any questions on your previous setup or you want to review anything? Otherwise, we'll see it in the next session and I'll stop the recording.